Thank you, Larry. Brandon Gaudin, along with Charles Davis here in the booth. We are set for a spectacular draft champions matchup and some spectacular talent on your screen right now. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get down to the field for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Marshall will be the lone receiver right.
All right, here we go.
Carr now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they put that one like a great boxer. They run their toe.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That could be a downside of putting together a team in draft champions week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's going to loft one, deep left. It's caught at the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Screen play, Johnson. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That's caught at the 3. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on fourth down, Marvin Lewis sends on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. It's a pickup of 19, and it'll be first down, Cowboys.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jake Ryan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. Third down now to follow. Throwing his car on third down. Cooper's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they play man coverage against you. He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, They think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
On second down, here's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the gun now on third down, Carr. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Second down, Rivers. Caught on the right side, Reed. And a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
That's complete, right around the 8. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Johnson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 4th and 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Now Rivers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Two receivers left, one to the right. Carr to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal. Rolled the dice. Didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congrats.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jordan Reed, 26 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Danny Amendola on the return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Following the interception here, Rivers out to the left here to Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rivers now to throw on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. To the air again here, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now Carr. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he'll take this across the 25 Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now a play fake here on first down. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Rivers again. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Strahan able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Give him 9 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Carr now to throw, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And a gain there of 11 yards.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Carr now on 1st down. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Carr. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. But just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's 4th down. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work. And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Cruz has it over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they? Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. David Johnson, 39 yards. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And he'll bang that one through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed. And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Closer. Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Flushed out right. And he finds Danny Amendola. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive. No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Carr now on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
And this is caught in the middle of the field. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And now here come the Cowboys. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got...
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down, Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, many defensive lines are coached to play the run on their way to the quarterback, and that's exactly what they did.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Completes it to Lee. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really...
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Again, it's Johnson. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. He's got the hook up to Lee. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. That'll do it from here for Charles Davis and all our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Draft Champions here on EA Sports. For more, head on over to easports.com. So long, everybody. Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. Two teams here amped and ready for football, and off we go in Week 2 of Draft Champions. Now here's Johnson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Rivers on first down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Play fake. Rivers. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And this is going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep, Danny Amendola. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Play action now. Rivers. Caught right side. Gresham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rivers again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jordan Reed, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing his car on third down. And Amendola with a catch. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
On first down, Carr. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Rivers on first down. And Reed with it over the middle. A gain of 35 that time. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
A quarterback often has a lot of really good friends on offense to help him do his job. But one of his best friends is anyone who can catch the ball and create yardage after the catch. That run after the catch, the rack, and the ability to break a tackle and make a big play, as we just saw there, quarterback is very friendly with that guy.
So the offense has it first and 10. The first down throw here for Rivers. And he slides to avoid the hit. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
To Johnson again. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. David Johnson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. And Marshall's got it. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I said go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. "51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Here's Rivers. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception here, Rivers. Out on the right, this is Cruz. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So they're operating in the red zone. And quickly, they get to the line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Strahan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Rivers now on 2nd down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goalpost.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
Short kick here. Fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Carr. It's complete. Flainer, right side. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kobe Flainer, 62 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
You have to give some credit because he broke some tackles in order to get that big pickup. But maybe it's a little bit more that the lost art of tackling reared its ugly head on that play. And the end result, a big-time pickup of yardage.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. David Johnson taking it in. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. Give him 18 on that one. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And brought in here by Flainer. Give him 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Cowboys.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Carr. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Carr now on third and goal. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Cameron Wake able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be fourth down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
All right, here we go.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brent Grimes. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Rivers now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now Johnson. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The first down carry here for Johnson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Completes it to Lee. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up first and goal.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Victor Cruz, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Marshall, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now a play fake. Carr on the move to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.